Who is this man who calls himself Barack Hussein Obama? What's his religion? And should I vote for him this November? I can't answer the last question for you, but after doing some thorough research, I can answer the first two. His legal name in Indonesia is Barry Soetoro, as shown on this document, recorded at the school he attended. It would have been unlawful in Indonesia to record any but his full legal name on this document. So as far as we know, to this day, in Indonesia, Barry Soetoro remains his legal name. Barry, or Barack Hussein if you will, attended a Catholic school in Indonesia, which was required by law to instruct him in the religion of Islam.
4 tahun lalu, pengusaha batubara ini tak mau mengubah desain bangunan rumah tersebut. Kamar Barack Obama misalnya, tetap dibiarkan seperti semula. Obama pernah berpose di samping lemarinya itu.
Kipas anginnya, ininya semua masih asli. Lotengnya masih.
Here is a close-up of the document we showed you earlier. From the school in which Barry, or Barack Hussein, was instructed in Islam. The law of Indonesia, unlike that of the United States, does not allow for dual citizenship. Therefore, we can see clearly from this document that Barry, or Barack Hussein, was only a citizen of Indonesia and not of the United States. Since Indonesia does not allow proselytizing from one religion to the next, we can also see that Barry was a member of the religion of Islam, and as such would have been instructed in Islam by the school he attended legally.
John McCain has not talked about my Muslim faith, and you're absolutely right that that has not come.
A birth certificate mysteriously appeared on the Internet, attempting to impute United States citizenship status to Barry Soetoro, whom from now on we shall call Barack Hussein Obama. But upon close examination, we can see that this birth certificate, which was later copied to the official Barack Hussein Obama website, has no official stamp of the state of Hawaii, and therefore is not a valid birth certificate. Let's see the comparison once again. Once again, this is an example of a valid birth certificate, with an official stamped seal of the state of Hawaii and a correctly printed border, while this is the birth certificate presented on the Barack Obama website, which has no embossed seal and a clearly falsified border. In summary, the man calling himself Barack Hussein Obama has no real birth certificate issued by the United States, no evidence of a legal change of name, and no proof of legal repatriation to the United States if indeed he ever was a United States citizen. With regard to the question of religious affiliation, no baptismal certificate or evidence of a conversion to Christianity or to any other religion but Islam has ever been presented. So who is this man, who even as a boy and a citizen of the largely Muslim nation of Indonesia has always aspired to become President of the United States? His real name is Barry Soetoro. Also, according to all available religious documentation, Barry was and is a member of the religion of Islam, since Islam does not allow for conversion to any other religion. It seems fair to ask why this man, who seeks as Commander-in-Chief to control the most powerful military force in the world, the largest economy, and the largest nuclear arsenal in the world, has not been more forthcoming about his own identity.
His campaign for 2012 now underway, President Obama pumped up supporters at a Chicago Democratic fundraiser by touting his accomplishments and his hard line during the recent budget battle.
Last week, we were able to prevent a government shutdown. And the reason we were able to do it was because we agreed to spending cuts, but we insisted on protecting investments.
But at an earlier event Thursday night that was closed to our cameras, a much more candid president. It was a rare behind-the-scenes glimpse of how the private budget talks with Republicans played out. And it was all captured on audio tape by CBS News.
I remember at one point in the negotiations, one of Boehner's staff people pipes up and says, "You don't understand, Mr. President, you know, we've lost on, on health care. We've lost on the EPA. We've given that up. We've got to have something for our, to sell to our caucus." And I said to them, I said, let me tell you something. I spent a year and a half getting health care passed. I had to take that issue across the country, and I paid significant political costs to get it done. The notion that I'm going to let you guys undo that in a 6-month spending bill? I said, you want to repeal health care? Go at it. We'll have that debate. But you're not going to be able to do that by nickel and diming me in the budget. You think we're stupid?
The Obama administration didn't intend for this candid moment to become public, but an audio feed that was piped back to the White House press area so reporters who weren't on the trip could hear his opening remarks was accidentally left on. It was late in the evening, and CBS radio correspondent Mark Knoller recorded it. Among the unguarded comments on the tape, a shot at Congressman Paul Ryan, a vocal critic and the architect of a Republican plan to reduce the deficit.
When Paul Ryan says his priority is to make sure that we're, he's just being America's accountant and, trying to, be responsible. I mean, this is the same guy who voted for 2 wars that were unpaid for, voted for the Bush tax cuts that were unpaid for, voted for the prescription drug bill that cost as much as my health care bill but wasn't paid for.
Now, Jay Carney says that the president is not embarrassed by this at all, that he didn't say anything last night that he hasn't said before in public. Now, I should tell you that a short time ago I heard from Speaker Boehner's office spokesman there, Brendan Buck, telling me that the speaker believes that his private conversations with the president should always remain private. He went on to say that, quote, obviously, if the president chooses to share a self-serving version with campaign donors, that is his prerogative.
and evil, but I assure you, just thoughts. And they were something that would get you stuck in your wrong. In the zone, what if I go on a 5-state killing spree? You think they'll ride?